But a bit more than that. He's going to do more later. He won't do any more unless you give him a good round of applause. Hold on a second. You're not Chris Meek. You're an imposter. You're Dani Sordo. Where's Chris?
I don't know, maybe home. He doesn't want to work today, so I take the car.
Actually, unfortunately, Chris couldn't be here this evening, so Dani's stepped in. Dani's with us for a few days, but a more than adequate stand-in, I think you'll agree. So we've got Dani Sordo here and Carlos Del Barrio, who is Dani's co-driver. Dani, tell us a little bit about this car. Is it good to drive?
Yeah, it's really. First thing, it's really nice. It's important for everybody, you know. Cars looks nice, and also the performance of the car is better than better. The people in ProDrive, all mechanics, are working really hard for do this car like that, and also Mini is working in the car, and it's really good. The engine is 1.6 liters turbo, and now it's with the gravel specification, and it's 4-wheel drive, so I don't know many things to explain.
And you've done quite a bit of testing in this now. What about 5,000 or 6,000 kilometres between you and Chris? How do you think it's going to go in Sardinia in 3 weeks' time?
I don't. It's difficult to know what will happen. I hope for being in the top 5, in the top 4, and maybe in some rallies to try fighting for the victory. But at the moment we need to be patient with Mini, because he's a new team coming, and he needs time, no? Because Ford and Citroen has more time in the rallies, and he's a little bit in advance, but only for time, not for material. So I think the first rally we need to wait and to look in where we are, and after we'll see.
Okay, Carlos, a quick word with you. You're the lucky guy who gets to sit next to Dani all the time. What are the pace notes like for this stage here then?
Very easy, very simple. No, here is just to perform some donuts, has nothing to see what is my task in the World Championship events. Here is much more easy, nothing to say, and just to say hello to these friendly people who is in front of us now. Just tell you that we are very confident for these coming events, and we will work very hard for you and for the team, and to get as many good results as possible for this British team.
Okay, excellent. Well, I believe we have a victim for you to go in the car now, Dani. He's going to sit in Carlos's seat. So if you want to just drive the car back over into the service area, I'll go and get the victim, and you can give them a ride. Now, where are you? You're down here somewhere, I believe, aren't you? You're hiding. I saw you earlier. I hope you know what you've let yourself in for. I'm not going to walk all the way down. Do you want to come on round? And we'll get you strapped in. Do a handbrake turn. Come on through here. And what's your name?
Christina.
Christina. All right, Christina. Have you ever ridden a rally car before?
I have one.
You have one?
Yes.
Not in something like this, I can tell you. Now, Dani spent the last 3 years driving alongside world champion Sebastian Loeb, so he knows his stuff. The only thing you'll find when you sit in here is you probably won't be able to see anything, because the co-driver sits so low to keep the centre of gravity down that actually you can see very little. So let's get a helmet on you. While we're killing a little bit of time, I'm going to have a chat to Tina. This is Tina Gade, everybody. Tina is Chris Meek's engineer.
Evening.
Evening, yeah. Tina will look after Chris Meek's car all year. You worked in the Subaru team when ProDrive ran the Subaru team, so you know rallying pretty well, don't you, Tina? So tell us a little bit about this car. What kind of power is that engine putting out?
It's just over 300 horsepower in its current configuration. It's turbocharged, obviously. It's a 1.6 litre four-cylinder engine. We also run an anti-lag system on it to keep the torque when the drives are off throttle.
So a lot of torque. And 0 to 60 time on that on tarmac?
On tarmac you're looking at 3 seconds, on gravel 4.
4 seconds on gravel, that's pretty quick really. If anyone's trying to drive on gravel, getting there in 4 seconds is pretty damn fast. We're still going to try and get the helmet on Christina. Are we ready yet? These guys are getting cold out here. So the car itself, we're on gravel spec on here, which isn't ideal on this surface, is it?
Well, in terms of what we would normally run on a surface like this, it would be a tarmac setup, but the gravel setup allows the drivers to slide the car a lot more, and you see a lot more wheel spin, so it makes it look a bit more spectacular for events like this.
And the car itself is obviously based on a Countryman. How much of the Countryman remains in this car?
Well, basically, the basic DNA of the car is still there. What we do is we actually take a Countryman body shell from the production line, we strip it all out, we redo the welds, put in the roll cage, obviously, and then on top of that we then build around, we're forced to keep the engine very close to its original position. The wheels and the suspension also have to stay very close to its original position, but obviously we upgrade all of that so it's able to take more impact.
And the engine built by BMW?
And the engine is built by BMW Motorsport in Germany. They've run a rather large development programme, and it's in conjunction with the touring car programme as well, so actually the base engine is very, very similar. It's only the differences are in calibration.
Okay, I think we're nearly ready to go. As you can see, I can't see Christina even from here. I can just see the top of her helmet. I'm standing pretty close. So all she's going to get the feel of is going in one of those rides in the pitch black, I think.
Of course, that's deliberate though. I mean, we try to keep the weight as low as possible in the car for performance. So the co-drivers will normally sit very, very low. So you'll be lucky if anyone, in fact, sees her in the car.
In fact, the co-drivers literally drive by the seat of their pants, certainly when they do the pace notes.
They do, yes. We sit them pretty much on the floor of the car. They're just able to see out to see where they're going. But more importantly, they can see the controls, which tell them how far down the road they are and what they've got coming up next.
Okay, I think we're ready to go.
Counting the corners.
So, Christina, how was it?
That was brilliant.
All right, well, I hope you can still hear me. The tyres are now completely bald. The canvas is coming through, and we haven't got any left, so we can't do any more, unfortunately. But thanks for coming tonight. I know you've all got to get back to work now. Do follow the team.